Hi, Facebook people. We're doing this first thing in the morning. Josh has Fridays off. He works 4/10s, so we figured we'd do our Facebook Live on Friday for right off the gate, early in the morning. So good morning, although it's a little later. Anyway, so I like to sleep in. I asked a couple days ago, like, what anybody would want to hear us talk about, because I feel like people enjoy the conversations that we have, and I don't know, I think they're fun. So I asked, and someone had mentioned they'd like to see or hear us talk about how we divide up chores and how I encourage Josh. This is Josh, if you don't know.
Everybody probably knows.
Okay. To help. So it's a really good topic. I don't know where to start. So I feel like right off the gate, I have to say, like, we have our own, like, circle of things that we're responsible for. Like, that's just, like, really how our marriage has worked the entire time. Before we even were thinking about getting married, he asked me what I wanted to be, and I was like, I want to be a stay-at-home wife. Like, so that's always been there. Even before we got married, that's what I wanted to do. So within that realm, like, my jobs are to keep the house running, to take care of the kids, to do the laundry and cook and stuff like that. And like his jobs, and it's kind of grown over the years because I've known more what you can do, which is like fixing the car. And like, what else do you feel are some of your responsibilities?
Well, most of the stuff that's outside. So since we've owned houses, lawn care, house repair, things of that nature, vehicle repair. Just
and
stuff
working.
like that. Well, of course, and
working, right? Bringing home income. So, and that like kind of leads me into my next thing, but things have changed recently.
Oh, yeah.
Big time, because like I'm working as well. I work from the home, so it's a little bit different, but with that, I've been really busy. So like, how have you stepped up to help?
Probably the biggest thing has been taking over cooking dinners. I got this fabulous pellet grill, so that makes
awesome. It is.
that makes it
get one.
a lot easier is throwing stuff on the grill. But that's been probably one of the biggest things, is taking over in regards to cooking. I've always done the grocery shopping.
Yes.
And the big reason for that is because it's easier for me to go grocery shopping by myself than to drag along kids. Mm-hmm. Everybody who's ever taken kids out to go grocery shopping knows that
it's just not
sometimes
fun.
It's no fun.
It's just
I can get in, get out.
Yeah.
So now on top of that, now I've been doing more cooking also.
Yeah.
Kind of, because it seems like a lot of your work's in the evening time. So I get home from work relatively early, and I have time to prepare and make dinner.
So I several months back, we actually talked a little bit about or maybe I just talked about it, but I talked about how we sit down every once a week and have we plan out our week. We plan like what's going on in our lives. We talk about our budget and whatnot. So I would say that the biggest help for both of us is like major communication, right? So I tell him I have a hard time going grocery shopping, and he's like, okay, what could we do to fix that? Like, what could we change? And so at the time when he started going grocery shopping, he was able to hit it on the way home from where he worked. So it made sense. But you have to have communication in order to hash those things out. Hi. So that to me is like the biggest component of whatever chores there are. So when I struggle with cleaning the kitchen, because my kitchen's always a mess. Most of you have probably seen pictures of my kitchen. I'm pretty honest about it. It's awful. I'm terrible at cleaning it up. So I will ask him, I'm like, okay, I need more help in the kitchen after dinner. And he steps up. So I want to encourage, especially all the women out there, to like, say what you need, right? That's helpful. Yeah.
Well, and it's about managing expectations too. Things have changed from me and you living together as a married couple and sharing things, and then as kids come along, things change. And so I think that's been the biggest thing for me to get me more involved in these things, is your communication to me for me to manage my expectations, not having this idea that the house is solely yours because you're a wife and that's your duty. It's pretty unrealistic expectation for you to follow around six disasters that make a mess out of everything and do that. And so over the years, we've delegated those things to the kids, obviously, a lot of things to the kids. And so that's part of our chores is the kids have their designated areas. That's how we've developed zones in the house, and each kid has their zone for a period of time and they get it cleaned up. And then at the end of the week, it switches, rotates zones. But as far as me, understanding where my expectations need to be and through communication and adjusting them has been probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Knowing that you do need help, that you cannot do it all on your own, and that I need to find some way or fashion that I can contribute to help pick up and make it more manageable and less stressful as a family. So.
And managing those expectations, we sit down once a week and I'm like, okay, I've got Zoom calls on Monday at 7. I have a business prospect I have one in like 20 minutes. Like, I need you to take care of the kids or whatever. And then he steps up to the plate because he knows that we're doing this all to benefit our family. Yes. I want to say one more thing I think that's really helped us, and that is me taking time to myself. It's gonna sound really weird, but like I think a few years ago I started like every Saturday I would go help my aunt, and you had to have the kids all day to yourself. And it like, I feel like, I could be wrong, but having that responsibility for like long periods of time. Every Saturday I was gone for 8-10 hours or something.
Yeah, all day.
It was all day. And so he had to he had to feed the kids breakfast. He had to clean up after the kids. He had to keep them busy. And he would you went to Home Depot one time and you got them spades and shovels and stuff, and you made them do work with him outside. And I think it made you put more value in me, because it isn't just about plopping your kids in front of a TV. You're not a babysitter. You're their dad, right?
Parenting,
and
not babysitting.
Parenting, yeah. But I think, maybe I'm wrong, that it kind of gave you a bigger vision for what I do, and that when I say I need your help, I actually need your help.
Absolutely. I've mentioned it before, there's kind of a disconnect when I go to work and I'm at work all day and you're doing your thing, and I get, snippets of how life goes on the weekends, but weekends tend to be different than normal weekdays. And so having a better grip on what our daily life consists of and has definitely helped me adjust my expectations and help participate.
Yeah, I think so. So anyway, the zone idea is a great idea. It is a great idea, Smiley. I've talked about it a little bit in the past, but we have 5 zones in our house: dining room, kitchen, laundry, living room, and bathrooms. And then it switches every week. And I have one kid who needs help all the time, but the other kids are actually super good because they've practiced, and then it never gets boring.
Yeah. And then if one finishes their zone early, because it's for a period of time, then they go help others.
They do. We have a 40-minute cap, so everybody knows when it's going to end. So if you have any questions for Josh and I, we'd love to help or answer whatever. So just contact me. But anything else?
Nope.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Yeah.